As Ruby was alluding to, a very short run of less than a furlong into the turn. They're in the gate, and they're off. Stall number 4, Lavender Hill Mob, just nudged his gate open as the button was pressed, but he's taken back, and now they have a circuit to go in the Group 2 Queen's Vase. And to the inside, the maiden, Mr. Hampstead, has gone forward, and Illinois is also showing speed today. He whips around the outside of Mr. Hampstead, and then Papano around the outside as well. Highbury is racing in 4th as they take the turn. The leading quartet get a break of a length and a half over Maidan, who's racing keenly as they go down the side of the track. See the Green is racing next in the field, followed towards the inside by Imperial Sovereign with a mile and a half to go. At the back of the field, already just been nudged along, is Amina Rashid to go the early gallop, and keen on that one's outside is the Equator. Also towards the rear of the field is Birdman, who's 3 deep as they make the run down towards Swinley Bottom. And the two who duel for the lead are Illinois, racing towards the outside of Mr. Hampstead. These two locking horns, they've gone a length and a half clear of Highbury, who races in 3rd, and he sits a perfect trip at this point. Then Papano towards the outside. Also in the second path is Maidan, racing up on the outside of See the Green as they now are about to reach the turn, which takes them through halfway. Birdman couldn't get in. He's going to be 3 wide around the turn at Swinley Bottom, with the Lavender Hill Mob keen between horses, and on the inside is Imperial Sovereign, and still the Equator and Mina Rashid are at the back of the field. So they've taken the turn, they're about to enter the final 7 furlongs, and now it's uphill towards home in the Queen's Vase. And it is Mr. Hampstead and David Egan who still lead the parade. To the outside, Illinois and Ryan Moore racing in 2nd. Highbury is in 3rd for Wayne Lawden. On that one's outside is Papano, who races in 4th for Kieran Schumacher. Into a clear 5th, and 2 lengths away is Maidan. Still making ground but wide is Birdman on the outside of Lavender Hill Mob. See the Green is already ridden along and losing ground. The Equator has had to now switch wide, followed then by Mina Rashid, and the back marker and struggling badly is Imperial Sovereign. They continue to climb. They're about to go into the final turn in the Queen's Vase. They've got 3.5 furlongs to go, and Mr. Hampstead is running a huge race. Illinois gets within a neck in 2nd. A length and a half away is Highbury in 3rd. Will have to angle out. Then Papano on the outside of Maidan. Birdman has had a tough trip. He's wide, followed then by Lavender Hill Mob, but to the cheer of the crowd, a quarter of a mile to go. It is Illinois who has the lead in the Queen's Vase, and quickly he goes 2 lengths clear over Highbury. Birdman gets side by side the bump from Maidan, who continues to surge inside the final furlong. It is Illinois. He is all out. Highbury cuts to his inside. Birdman is back in 3rd. 100 yards to go. Illinois out in front. Illinois wins the Queen's Vase. A 1-2 for Age3. Highbury was in 2nd, Birdman in 3rd. So a 1-2-3 for Ireland. Then Maidan, followed home by the Equator, and then Lavender Hill Mob, and are staying on just ahead of that one, Imperial Sovereign. Illinois, the 7-4 favourite, has won the Queen's Vase, an 8th win in the race for Age3. He has now equalled Sir Henry Cecil as the winning most trainer in the history of the race, and it is a 6th win in the race for jockey Ryan Moore, and he now equals George Fordham, who in the 1850s into the 1880s rode the winner of this race on 6 occasions. Ryan Moore now has also ridden the winner of this race 6 times, and for Ryan Moore, a significant Royal Ascot winner, his 80th on the board.
Yeah, race of records. Jason, Ryan knew he got it right.
Yeah, he ended up having a peach of a run round. I think that has also been a major factor. From stall number 5, he was able to hold his position going into the first turn. David Egan making the run in. That has set it up nicely for him to commit when he likes. I do feel for Birdman and anybody who followed him. He was stuck wide the whole way round. It wasn't particularly good watching.
Could be one for Ruby, that Birdman.
Yeah, I think tactics played a major part. Ruby highlighted beforehand that mile 6 start. You're straight onto that bend. It can be awkward. Ryan committed to go forward. I think he wanted to make the most of this horse's stamina and really say, right, come on, I need to test you over this extended trip. It was interesting how Highbury was keeping Papano out, and 3 wide, nose in the breeze the whole way with Birdman.
The stewards will have a look at this. Pat Keating celebrating with Illinois. The stewards have a look where they won't affect the result, but he did wonder.
It was clear, and he wandered around up on the top end. What they will look at, there was a scuffle back in the ruck, wasn't there, as they rounded for home?
Yeah, there was a couple of them that looked like they kind of got shoved really wide, didn't they, at one point?
A record 6th win in the race, as Mark says, goes level with George Fordham in the Queen's Vase. Ryan Moore.
Yeah, we'll try and get a quick word with Ryan. Win number 80 at Royal Ascot for Ryan Moore. Stamina, always key in this race, Ryan, and this horse had it in loads.
Yeah, he's got a talent. He's doing a few things wrong still, you know, like Greenfield he hung right, and I thought it'd suit him coming here today, he hung left for me. It's a big engine. He'll keep improving. He's a real nice staying horse.
Of course, you've had great days in this race. You won it on the Queen's Estimate, and Estimate went on to be an Ascot Gold Cup horse. Would you imagine that's the way this boy will go?
I wouldn't say he has to go that far. I think he'll get a bit more professional, and you'll see a better horse. He won't need to go that far yet.
Certainly a St Ledger contender, though.
Yes, absolutely.
And finally, Ryan, I know you hate talking about races ahead, but just on the trip for August Rodin, is he happy or just as happy at a mile and a quarter as a mile and a half?
Yeah, I don't see any sort of problem. He's had 2 runs at 10. He won one and he was second in the other. No problem.
No problem, says Ryan, for August Rodin.
Nice staying type, he says. Maybe this could be a St Ledger horse. The sponsors Betfred goes 6-1 for the final classic of the season up at Donny. Did he impress you? Illinois winning the Queen's Vase. And for Aidan O'Brien, this will mean quite a lot, actually. An 8th win in the Queen's Vase goes level with the late Sir Henry Cecil.
Yeah, and you mentioned all the records. That with Aidan matching up with Sir Henry. You've got Ryan, who's right on the tail of the Frankie Dettori. Dettori watching this here somewhere, I should imagine.
Yeah, so that takes him to 80. Frankie's on 81. Frankie's not riding, so he can't extend that lead at all. So he's going to be watching, thinking, oh, please don't equal me and please don't surpass me, but surely it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that. I don't think he's all that easy to ride, you know, Francesca. Aidan doesn't usually put nosebands on horses and ring bits, so he obviously needs that bit of equipment to help him, because even when he come off the bridle, Ryan had to be really strong on him, didn't he?
Got that beautiful pedigree, isn't he? Full brother to Venice Beach, rather, and a half to Daintree.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan made the right choice.
Yes, thank you. Derek Smith here. There's Tom Magner, who's here from down under. There's Paul Smith, who's an Arsenal fan.